A very warm welcome to KSG India State Series. Today we'll be talking about the one and only Tamil Nadu. Introduction. Capital Chennai. It got its name from Tamil language, which is the first language to be recognized as the classical language of India. It is the 11th largest state in India. Kanyakumari is the southernmost tip of Indian peninsula and meeting point of Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Coastline. Third longest in India, which is about 906 kilometers. Sea coasts have an emerging coast, so the sea near the shore is shallow. Sandbars are also present. Due to these, there is a lack of good natural harbors along Tamil Nadu coast. Half of the total annual rainfall received through northeast monsoon. Tamil Nadu state largely has deciduous forest. Generally in Nilgiri and Annamalai hills, the forests have been cleared for tea and coffee plantation. Tamil Nadu ranks first in angiosperm diversity in Indian state. Tamil Nadu borders with Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala and Puducherry. Geographical features. Climate. State has two distinct periods of rainfall. Southwest monsoon from June to September, northeast monsoon from October to December. It completely depends on monsoon rainfall, so monsoon shortfall leads to water scarcity. The Western Ghats traverse the entire western border with Kerala and it blocks much of the rain-bearing clouds of the southwest monsoon from entering the state. The eastern parts are fertile, coastal plains, and the northern parts are a mix of hills and plains. It receives rainfall from northeast monsoon also. The northeast monsoon, while retreating through Bay of Bengal, acquires humidity from the sea and causes rainfall in the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu. The central and the south central regions are arid plains and receive less rainfall than the other regions. Physical features. Famous mountains and hills from north to south. Javadi Hills, Shevaroy, Nilgiri, Sirumalai, Annamalai Hills, Palani and Varusanadu Hills. Rivers. Chayyar, Ponnayyar, Kauveri, Mayar, Bhavani, Vegai, Chittar and Tamaraparani. Important mangrove area. Pichavaram and Muthupet. Hill station. Yerkod, Shevaroy Hill, Kodaikanal, Palani Hill, Kunur, Nilgiri Hill, Ooty, Nilgiri Hill, Top Slip, Annamalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Annamalai Hills. Beaches. Marina, Kodikkarai, Mahabalipuram Beach, Elliott's Beach, Rameshwaram Beach, and Kanyakumari Beach. Lakes. Chembarambakam Lake, Kaliveli Lake, Pulikat Lake is the second largest brackish water lake or lagoon in India. The lake encompasses the Pulikat Lake Bird Sanctuary. The barrier island of Sriharikota separates the lake from the Bay of Bengal. 90% of the lake falls in Andhra Pradesh. The other 10% comes under protected areas of Tamil Nadu. Pulikat Lake was identified as one of the sites that could be designated as a Ramsar site in 2000. However, it did not receive benefits or protection. Red Hills Lake, Sholavaram Lake, Kodikanal Lake, Ooty Lake. Important islands. Upputanitivu Island, uninhabited island. Nallatanitivu Island, Pamban Island. Wildlife. Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park, Coimbatore. Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. Mudumali National Park and Tiger Reserve. It is situated at the tri-junction of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Guinadi National Park in Chennai. Mukurthi National Park, Nilgiris. One of the fascinating features of this park is its endemism and relationship with the Himalayan flora and fauna. Wildlife sanctuaries. Sri Villiputhur Grizzled Squirrel Wildlife Sanctuary, Point Calimere Bird Sanctuary, Crocodile Bank Trust, not far from Mallapuram, This crocodile breeding and research center is run by Romulus Whitaker. Here, several species of Indian and African crocodiles and alligators are bred in captivity. Tiger Reserve Kallakad Mundathurai Tiger Reserve, Tirunelveli, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, Erode, Annamalai Tiger Reserve, Coimbatore. Biosphere Reserve Nilgiri, 1986, first Biosphere Reserve of India. The Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve, 1989. Ramanthapuram, it is the first marine biosphere in Southeast Asia. Agastamalai, it spreads through Kerala also. Recently added by UNESCO to its world network of Biosphere Reserve. UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Great Living Chola Temples. Brihadiswara Temple at Thanjavur. It is the part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is dedicated to Shiva. Was built by Raja Chola I. Ganga Ikonda Choleswaram Temple. The temple was built by Rajendra Chola, who was the son and successor of Raja Chola. The temple is renowned for having the biggest Shivalingam in the southern part of India. Airavoteswara Temple at Darasuram. The Airavoteswara Temple, built by Raja Chola II in the 12th century CE, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The main deity's consort, Periya Naiki Amman Temple, is a detached temple situated to the north of Airavaserar Temple. Group of monuments at Mahabalipuram. The temples are situated in the town of Mahabalipuram, which is approximately 58 kilometers from Chennai in the Coromandel coast of Bay of Bengal. These temples were built under the reign of the Pallava rulers, and the striking feature of these temples is the fact that they are all carved out of rock and are important in terms of Rath architecture in India. Nilgiri Mountain Railway. It was built in 1908 by Britishers. The 1,000-meter gauge railway slowly ascends the Nilgiri hills, moving through tunnels and curves. The only rack railway in India runs from Mettupalayam to Ooty, scaling at elevation of 326 meters to 2,203 meters in a time span of 5 hours. Culture. Festivals. Pongal. This 4-day festival of thanksgiving to nature takes its name from the Tamil word meaning to boil and is held in the month of Thai, that means January and February, during the season when rice and other cereals, sugarcane, and turmeric, essential ingredient in Tamil cooking, are harvested. Jallikattu Bullfight. The name Jallikattu refers to the boundless of money or pieces of gold that are knotted onto the bull's horns during the game. Several variations of this sport exist, but usually the participants have to tame the bull with their bare hands without hurting it or killing it. Natyanjali, Karthigai Deepam, Chitrirai, Mahamaham, dances. Bharatnatyam. It has been given the status of classical dance. Conventionally, a solo dance performed only by women. It initiated in the Hindu temples of Tamil Nadu and eventually flourished in South India. According to some sources, the Devadasi culture dating back to 300 BCE to 300 CE evolved under the auspices of the royals that saw the temple dancers called Devadasis, who were dedicated to serve the Lord as dasis or servants performing the dance form. Karakattam, Kummi, Kulattam, Mayyalattam, Thapattam, Therukuthu, Snake Dance or Pamputtam, Kanyankothu, temples. Pilayar Patti, one of the oldest rock cut temple of Tamil Nadu. Murugan, Chidambaram Kapileswar, Minakshi Madurai, Rameshwaram, Chayaneshwaram, Kumbeswara, Swami Malai, Airavasteswarar, Nageswaram. Tribes. Irulas, Badagas, Koraga, Kanyan, Kotas, Kanikaran, Kurumbas, Nilgiri district, Todas. The Toda are the tribal pastoral people who live in the Nilgiri hills. The Toda are linguistically culturally, and economically distinct. They speak a Dravidian language like the other peoples of Nilgiri Hills and southern India, but their language has no written form and for the most part is not understood by non-Toda. Economy. Agriculture. Canals are the main source of irrigation. Thanjavur is called the granary of Tamil Nadu. Cotton is raised in the black cotton soil of Madurai, Salem, Virudhunagar and Vellore districts. Groundnuts are a very important crop after rice. Sugarcane is the most important commercial crop grown in the state. Frost and hot winds are absent in the northern districts, so yield of cane per unit area is high. Cinchona is planted at heights in the Annamalai Hills. The state is the largest producer of banana, flowers, and tapioca. Second largest producer of mango, coffee, natural rubber, coconut, groundnut. Namakkal is a poultry hub of Tamil Nadu and is the largest egg porting hub of the country. Dams. Bhavani Sagar Reservoir, Stanley Reservoir, Aliyar Reservoir, Amravati Dam, Vegai Dam. Industry. Tirupur, India's largest exporter of cotton knitwear. Karur, country's largest non-wood bagasse-based paper mill. Madurai, Kanchipuram, silk sarees and handlooms. Hosar, watch manufacturing. Sivakasi, leader in printing, fireworks and safety matches. It contributes over 50% of India's safety matches production. India's largest firework production center. India's major offset printing. It is a highly employed town. Salem, steel plant. Pottaneri, Southern Iron and Steel Company. Kumbakonam, trading center of silk sarees and brasswares. Transport. Important national highway. NH number Route 44. Longest NH ending at Kanyakumari. NH number Route 87. It crosses the famous Pamban Bridge before crossing into Rameshwaran Island. 4 major ports. Chennai, Ennore, VO Chittambranar, NAM Port. The NAM Port got approval of being developed as the major port in 2016. It will act as a major gateway container port for Indian cargo now transshipped outside the country. It would also reduce the logistics costs for exporters and importers in South India who depend on transshipment in Colombo or other ports, incurring additional port handling charges. Institution. Central Leather Research Institute in India, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research in Kalapakkam, Sugarcane Breeding Institute, Lawley Road in Coimbatore, Animal Welfare Board of India in Chennai, Institute of Forest Genetics and Tree Breeding in Coimbatore, Salim Ali Center for Ornithology and Natural History in Coimbatore, National Institute of Ocean Technology in Chennai, Integrated Coastal and Marine Area Management in Chennai, Integral Coach Factory, Perambar in Chennai. Important facts. Highest peak in Doda Beta, 2640, the second highest peak of Western Ghats. Tamil Nadu produces more than 80% lignite and large quantities of vermiculite, garzette and zircon. The Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats meet at the Nilgiri Hills in Tamil Nadu. Kaveri Delta, known as the Rice Bowl of Tamil Nadu. Kaveri water dispute concerns Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala and Puducherry. Tamil Nadu has 48% urban population. Puthukuli shawls. These shawls are generally made by the Toda tribes. They call this pugur, meaning flower. The colors are always red and black. The shawl can be used both sides. Atomic power plants. Kalapakkam in Chennai, India's first completely indigenous power plant. Kudankulam, Tirunelveli, built with Russian assistance. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Stay tuned for more updates regarding the states of the entire India. Thank you.